So hi dear students, in today's lesson we will be learning about third-person narratives. Now do not waste time and let's start, get to the point. Now let's start. Third point of view, it means third-person narratives. So first of all, steps to identify, it can be a dialogue. There are some clues like pronouns, what are they? Determine first, second and third person narratives. If third, is it omniscient, limited or objective? There are three types of third person narratives. As we know, these are omniscient, limited or objective. So first, let's differentiate the first person and third person narratives, or second person and first person narratives, or vice versa. So first person, the Watsons go to Birmingham. Having a little pee in your pants was better than being dinner from some redneck. Second person uses the pronoun you and speaks to the reader directly. Be quiet. The you is implied. And the third person uses the pronouns like he, she, they, them, him, her, they. So these are the differences. Example of third person, what kind? Omniscient, limited or objective. It was the day before Thanksgiving and all of the students in class were getting tired of listening to Mrs. talk about third person point of view. Kirby sat silently daydreaming about all the pumpkin pie she would eat the next day and reminding herself of everything she was thankful for. China, sitting in the back, was excited too that all she could think about was having the weekend off to sleep and hang out with family. So this is a third person narrative, but what kind of? Pause the video and think. Omniscient, limited or objective? Yes, of course, this is third person omniscient, because third person omniscient perspective in a story where all the characters are thinking. As you know, all the characters are thinking in our story. So third person omniscient books, Gossip Girl, The Lord of the Rings. You can have these books and read them by yourselves, and you will learn how to differentiate the omniscient from limited, or objective from limited, or vice versa. So third person limited, the narrator uses the pronouns he, she, they, them, him, her, but the reader only knows the thoughts of one character. So in third person limited, we will use mostly personal pronouns like third person and first person pronouns, and we only know the thoughts of one character, not all the characters. Book examples of third person limited, a separate piece. You can have this Harry Potter book and you can read it. Example of a third person limited, DJ with his family watched TV and played games on Thanksgiving, but Austin did other things. Austin ate with his family on Thanksgiving too, but he also played football outside. He imagined the touchdown pass he would receive to run into the end zone and make his team proud. You see here only one person's thoughts are being given. That's why this is a third person limited. It's called third person limited. Now what third person type is left? We have objective. On Black Friday, Kenyatta went to Walmart and got some of her favorite movies on sale. She ran into Lemmer at Walmart who had found some of his favorite books with first person point of view looking for Alaska, and the Watsons got to Birmingham. He said hi to her and then they parted ways to go find gifts for their siblings. So this is third person Yes, objective. Third person objective. The narrator uses the pronouns he, she, they, them, him, and her, but does not give any thoughts of characters. There is no thought. Book examples of third person limited. The Lottery, short story. You can have it and you can read it, and then you will know the third person limited. Of course, third person objective, third person omniscient. So subjective and objective. Subjective has a personal perspective, objective distanced informative perspective. This is about all these stories. So third person point of view, third person narratives. We have looked through 3 types of third person narratives: limited, omniscient, and objective. And also we have learned how to differentiate first person, second person, and third person narratives. So if you have further questions, you are welcome to address me in our Telegram group. We can further discuss this issue with you. Thank you for watching. Good luck to your studies, and be ready or get ready for the next lesson.